What would you say your end goal is for people watching this at home or young women watching this at home in relation to like engineering and having that be a career that they feel comfortable and recognized in?
So with my vlog, like I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. And it's a lot of hard work, but like basically this vlog is I just want it to be a voice, and I want it to be a conversation to any girl, any woman that's out there that's underrepresented, or even males that I can inspire. If you're someone who's interested in science and math, but you have no idea like how you want to be able to use that, and still like you may be into music, you may be into art, like I just want from these vlogs that I'm making, I want you to be able to see like, oh, I can still like science and I can like math and it can still be cool. I can use it in fashion. And I just want also, honestly, African American women are underrepresented in the engineering world. Like in my department where I am, I'm always the only black female, or it'll probably be like 2 or 3 other women that are within that work group with me. And so I just want more women to be able to be in that field, because there's a lot of money in it. It's fun. If you're smart, it can work for you. And you gotta work hard, but you could be an engineer and still like art, and still be a model, and still be a badass bitch. You don't have to be a nerd. And so that's why with me doing these videos, that's what I want people to see.
Yeah. Why do you think there's a separation, you think, from like cool shit that's popping and like science? Like why do you think they aren't like correlated to each other, or do you see a correlation between the two?
I think now in like 2018, certain people are trying to create a correlation between the two, but I think the reason why that they're separated is because it's hard to be an engineer. Like it's a lot of work that you have to put into it. I have a tutor that I get with. You have to study all the time. It's a lot of classes you have to take. Engineering is a 5-year school plan degree. It's 5 years. It takes 5 years in engineering, but I think that that's the reason why a lot of people choose not to be an engineer and go off and be a banker, kind of just do their own thing. But what people really need to know is that you can do it. Like if I can be an engineer, damn for sure anybody else can be an engineer. Because when I was in middle school, I played the piano and I did dance. But when I got to high school, I was bad. I was bad as hell. And I was into fashion. And now I'm engineering, and I'm out here in Portland, and I'm out here pitching to Larry Miller about what shoe I want to make. So I just want women and people to just see like who you are. Use your brain, use your mind, and learn. And to me, I think learning is the new cool, because everybody can take anything else away from you. Your looks can go away, all of that, but knowledge and what you learn in school is key. So I want people to use that knowledge and use that knowledge to build something for them. And for me, it's gonna be a shoe, and after that shoe, I'm gonna create an empire. So if you're interested in that, I want you to watch this.
So in terms of Nike and the internship, how did that all come about?
So I studied chemical engineering at Prairie View A&M University. I graduated May 2019. But I think that the way that I got my start is I did undergraduate research with Princeton University. And just having that one thing on my resume really just makes jobs off top be like, oh wait, okay, so she did undergraduate research at Princeton. Like, we need to see who this girl is. And so I've done undergraduate research at Princeton. I've interned 3 summers with Boeing. I've done 1 co-op with Dow, and now I'm out here at Nike. So I just feel like for any person that's like wanting to get into engineering, in order for that to happen, you have to have a lot of experience on your resume. Like even if it's like you're doing lab work at school, you need to like find a way to be able to put that onto your resume into words and tell a story, so that when you start applying for jobs, or if you want to intern at Nike or any big company, you'll be able to have experience on there. Because if you don't have experience, nobody's gonna hire you, straight up, like nobody. So that's basically my story with interning and how I got into it. And yeah.
Do you feel nervous ever in that work field, or
yeah.
because you don't see yourself like Like you said, you don't
Don't
see
litter,
like a
guys.
represent.
Let me not litter on the
I'm
camera.
dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, I definitely like feel nervous a lot, but one thing that I've like really been trying to work on is just remaining confident, because when I'm at work, I'm either the only woman or maybe the only black person. And honestly, that gets hard, like especially if you're out living in a different state or wherever you are. It kind of is hard to be around a whole bunch of people that you really kind of don't connect with just from off visuals, looking at that person. So I definitely will say like it gets hard, but you just got to be able to have confidence and just remember like the end goal of why you're there, why you are there. And I think for me too, a problem that I had when I first got out here to Nike is just I have always wanted to work for Nike. Well, since 2012.
Right.
And so I would say with that, when I got out here, I was like, oh my God, I'm at Nike now. I have to make sure I do this and this and this, and I got to do this and this. But honestly, the best advice that I have ever got is whatever that goal is, focus on one thing at a time, because if you don't, your mind just goes everywhere. And if you have one goal that you can work with, it really just kind of helps with that anxiety and everything. So I would definitely say, like, if you're an engineer and you feel like you feel like you're the only person there, you don't connect with anybody, just make sure, like, you just have confidence in yourself to know, like, I'm here, I'm doing this job, and I was there, and I was chosen for a reason. And don't forget that. And if you can remember those things, you'll excel at work.
True. So what makes you want to like combine engineering and fashion? Like where do those two meet each other?
So I started loving fashion like really at a young age, to be honest. My mom put me in art school, and I was in middle school, I played the piano, and then when I got to high school, I was in fashion. And I was in the School of Business in high school, but what I studied was fashion. So I really just had a love for it at an early age. I looked up to Vashti Cola, I looked up to Allie Madigan, and from a young age, I just really liked fashion a lot. But when I got to college, I kind of started thinking like, dang, like I need to be able to make money some type of way. So I switched out of fashion, and I still stayed fly, wore what I wanted to wear, but I changed my major to chemical engineering, and I felt like with me doing that, I would be able to make money. And then while I've been in engineering, I've realized that I can use engineering and fuse engineering and fashion together. And the way that I wanted to do that was through sportswear and through different adaptive footwears. And what adaptive footwear is basically creating a shoe that's helpful for people that have disabilities. And what I also wanted to do with that, with fusing engineering and fashion together, is making my own shoe, and it not only being for something that's the aesthetic and for it looking nice, but just really just something that's helpful for the legs, something that'll help you build bigger calf muscles and just an overall healthier life. So with that being said, I got a shoe that I'm working on, and I've met with like Larry Miller. He's the president of Jordan Brand. So I've been like pitching my ideas while I've been out here at Nike interning and just doing different designs. So we'll see what ends up happening with it. But the overall goal with me doing engineering is to be able to fuse fashion and engineering together.
There we go.